like a sacred line. I took it in, made it mine, wrote it on the walls of my soul. Thought you'd stay, thought we'd grow old, but now those words feel like a lie, a quiet way to say goodbye, when always meant goodbye. I didn't know, I didn't try to see the cracks inside your eyes. I believed in all your sweet replies. Now I stand where we began, holding promises with empty hands, when always meant goodbye, and I was the last to know why. You smiled like we had all the time, while packing love into a single line. I said forever, you looked away. You meant someday, I meant stay. I read forever in your tone, but all along I was alone, when always meant goodbye. You let it fade without a cry. I held you close, you let me go, still wondering why I didn't know. I thought we'd write a lifelong song, but always wasn't very long, when always meant goodbye, and I believed the lie. I still whisper it at night, hoping someday it feels right, but always lost its meaning too, the moment I stopped hearing you, when always meant goodbye. It tore my heart without a sign. You meant the end, I saw the start. You left and I fell apart. If I had known what words can hide, I'd never have believed that lie, when always meant goodbye, and I still don't know why. You said forever, but you meant goodbye. You said forever like it was a vow, something we'd live, not just dream about. We carved our names on every plan. Now I'm holding pieces with empty hands. I used to think love never fades, but even light can lose its way. You said forever, but forever came too fast. We built a story that couldn't last. I held on tight while you slipped free. You promised time but gave memory. You called it love, I called it fate, but forever just couldn't wait. Too short to be forever, too long to forget. I still replay your whispered lies under till the day you said goodbye. I never saw the turn you take, from tender words to hearts that break. Your love was paper thin but true, delicate as morning dew. But your goodbye was cold and real, like the edge of sharpened steel. I held on tight to dreams we made, but paper cuts and steel invades. You were both gentle and so real. You were paper, then you were steel. I still read the notes you left, try to guess what came next. Were you breaking long before you ever walked out that door? We wrote our future line by line, but promises can still unwind. Your love was paper, soft and light, held me close in quiet nights. But when you left, the truth revealed. You cut me deep like forged steel. You were the calm before the pain, a tender kiss before the rain. What once was soft now doesn't heal. You were paper, now you're steel. I would've stayed, I would've tried, but you became the blade I cried. Not every love is meant to stay. Some write in ink, then fade away. Your love was paper, pure and warm, a fragile art before the storm. But now I bleed in waves I feel. You were never just paper, you were steel. A part of me you'll always claim, a poem signed in quiet pain. You were beauty, you were real. You were paper, then turned to steel. Paper and steel, the way you made me feel. I told you how I felt that night, underneath the silver light. Every truth I kept inside came pouring out, no place to hide. I thought you'd speak or say my name, but all I heard was nothing again. I was answered by silence, no echo, no defiance. You didn't lie, didn't walk away, you just had nothing to say. I gave you words that cost me pain, but your quiet drove me insane. I was reaching, you were quiet. I was answered by silence. You looked at me, eyes so blank, no reaction, no thanks. And still I stood, just waiting there for something more than empty air. How can someone look so kind and still leave every truth behind? with silence. Some words hurt, but silence kills. The kind that lingers, never heals. If love was real, you would have said something more than quiet dread. I was answered by silence, still echoes in the silence. I don't need a sweet excuse, I just need a truth from you. But you vanished in your quiet way, and I'm still haunted every day by all your calm defiance, by being answered by silence. I gave it all, you gave me silence. You came in soft like morning rain, wrote your name across my pain. Every word you spoke felt warm, like verses wrapped inside a storm. But beauty cuts the deepest lies when love turns cold with time. Loving you was poetry, soft and slow, it set me free. But losing you was sharp and cruel, like a blade I never knew. You kissed me sweet, then left me torn. Now I'm bleeding where I once was born. You were the poem I used to write, but your goodbye became my fight. We danced, then metaphors and rhyme made forever feel like borrowed time. Now your silence screams so loud, where once your whispers wrapped around. Pages ripped from books we dreamed, and now all that's left is silence screams. Loving you is poetry, lines that move so endlessly. But losing you, it cut too fast, like a blade that pierced the past. You were the ink in all my lines. Now I just bleed between the rhymes. Your love, once soft, now leaves me scarred, like poetry carved into the dark. They say great love should never hurt, but even beauty sometimes burns. You were the verse I loved to hold, till the pen turned into cold. Loving you was poetry, but losing you cut into me. like you don't see the places that once meant you and me. I trace your steps, I feel the ache, knowing memories start to fade. Do you recall the nights we stayed awake? Or am I alone in this heartbreak? Watching you forget hurts the most. Seeing love turn into ghosts. I remember clearly every scene, yet you're living like it's never been. Nothing's worse, nothing yet, than watching you forget. I visit our old cafe alone, sit quietly, waiting by the phone, wondering how easily you erase the little moments, every place. Am I the only one still there in yesterday, caught unaware? Watching you forget kills me slow, holding stories you don't know. I recall each word we said, but you live on far ahead. Nothing hurts like this regret, watching you forget. Maybe memories weren't meant to last. Still I can't let go of the past. I'll keep them safe inside my chest, even if you're gone from all the rest. Watching you forget breaks me down, while I linger on familiar ground. Places we've been, words you said, but they're only alive in my head. Nothing's worse, no deeper death, than watching you forget. Watching you forget a pain I can't accept. Your words have changed, become unclear. Your voice distant, yet you're still here. I know your heart has walked away, but mine holds on, begging you to stay. I close my eyes, refuse to see the empty space between you and me. I'm holding on to nothing, a love that's disappeared, grasping on to echoes, wishing you were here. You stopped choosing me, moved along, yet my foolish heart still holds on, holding on to nothing, afraid to say you're gone. Memories linger, pretend that this love won't ever end. Holding on to nothing, pretending you still care. Grasping for your love, though I know it isn't there. You stopped loving me, it's true, but I'm stuck loving you. Holding on to nothing, because nothing's all I knew. Holding on to nothing, because I'm still loving you.
I see you smile, see you laugh with someone new, left in the past. I wonder if you ever pause to recall the love that was. 'Cause every moment's clear to me, but to you it's history. The hardest thing I face so far is watching you forget the parts of us that I still hold so near. Every laugh, every tear I keep holding tight, but they're just embers, things you don't remember. Our first dance, that rainy day, that whispered love, you slipped away. I hold these memories in my heart while you let them fall apart. You moved on without regret, but I'm stuck in moments I can't forget. The hardest part is knowing now you let go, but I'm holding somehow. All the nights we shared alone, all the secrets we had known. I'm guarding flames turned into embers, things you don't remember. Maybe someday I'll forget as well, escape this quiet kind of hell. But tonight these memories cling to everything you no longer bring. The hardened flames turned into embers, things you don't remember. They're just things you don't remember. But I'll keep holding on forever. You were fading while I held on tight. I thought I saw the truth in your eyes, but you stayed quiet. You played the part while slowly tearing us apart. cheat. You didn't lie, but I saw love fade every time. You left me guessing night and day, while love quietly slipped away. If only you had said it straight, instead of letting me suffocate. The quiet hurt more than goodbye, more than any tear I could have cried. No storm, no flame, just empty space. No truth, no honesty to face. I'd take a fight, I'd take the roar, but the silence hurt me more. I deserved a final line, not the slow unraveling of time. You kept your peace, I lost my ground, and now I echo with no sound. The quiet hurt more than the end, more than losing you as a friend. You chose silence, I chose to stay. You left me without words to say. I searched for truth, you shut the door, and now I know the quiet hurt more, and it still does. The quiet hurt more than love. We sit in silence at our favorite place. You avoid my eyes, stare into space. I laugh too loud, talk too fast. Try to bring us back to what we had, but you don't smile, you barely speak. I pretend you're just tired, maybe weak. I'm acting like we're fine, pretending you're still mine, ignoring every sign that you've moved on this time. You stopped choosing me, I see, but I pretend that can't be. So I'm acting like we're fine, though you're leaving me behind. You're distant now, I feel the cold, but I still tell myself the lies I'm told. I hold your hand, feel it pull away, yet still I act like it's yesterday. You gave up on us, that's clear to see, but it hurts too much to set you free. I'm acting like we're fine, pretending you're still mine, holding tight to broken dreams, ignoring silent screams.
pretending love survives, even when your heart denies. I know you don't choose me, but my heart won't set you free. So I'm acting like we're fine, while you're leaving me behind. Acting like we're fine, even if it's just a lie. Become unclear, your voice distant, yet you're still here. I know your heart has walked away, but mine holds on, begging you to stay. I close my eyes, refuse to see the empty space between you and me. I'm holding on to nothing, a love that's disappeared, grasping onto echoes, wishing you were here. You stopped choosing me, moved along, yet my foolish heart still holds on. Holding on to nothing, afraid to say you're gone. Memories linger, warm and cruel, reminding me that I'm a fool. I keep believing you'll return, while you watch our bridges burn. I feel the truth inside my chest, but denial is what I do best. I'm holding on to nothing, your ghost is all that's left, clinging on to shadows, feeling so bereft. You stopped choosing me, now I know, yet somehow I won't let go. Holding on to nothing, can't face that you're letting go. Maybe someday I'll release my grip, learn how to let you slip, but tonight I'll just pretend that this love won't ever end. Holding on to nothing, pretending you still care, grasping for your love, though I know it isn't there. You've stopped loving me, it's true, but I'm stuck loving you. Holding on to nothing, because nothing's all I knew.